we're back, because you're probably going to listen to this right after you listen to our Smackdown, or our SummerSlam. Whatever.
Felt like a smooth commercial break.
That's right. Breaking the fourth wall. We're doing them back to back. Whatever. We're late on this SummerSlam NXT talk. But who cares?
If this was the network, we just would have played a t-shirt ad and then kept going.
That's right. It would have all been one thing. So we're here. We're going to talk about Raw and SmackDown from the week of 8/20 and to 8/21, because they're back to back.
Dates.
Yeah, there you go, numbers. And we're not talking about math. So we're going to start with Raw. And it was actually a decent show.
It was a really good show. There was some boring points, but it was a really good show.
Yeah, I mean, not every segment's going to be winners.
The beginning was. The crowd was in for it.
Yes. We open up the show with the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
The big dog.
That's right. And I'll call him that now, damn it. The big dog comes down. And he's like, you know what? I said this title was going to be here every week. And I don't know what he said exactly.
Yeah,
I'm just
he's like, so I'm going to defend it.
And I'm going to defend it. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to pick who I'm going to defend it against. And he challenges, the champion challenges Finn Balor to be his
Finn
first
finally
challenger.
gets a rematch. 3 years in the exact same arena.
That's right.
3 years later.
And I was like, there's no way he's winning, but let's see it. But
the fans went nuts when he said Finn was the one he wanted to face.
Yeah.
It was almost like when Cena picked his opponent for SummerSlam and he said Daniel Bryan, and people were like, oh my God.
Yeah, pretty much same thing. It was crazy. A great way to open the show. And
I think Roman would have changed his mind if when Finn came out, he came out as the demon.
Yeah.
Right at the beginning of the show.
That's right, yeah. But they are interrupted before... Well, I guess the match was made. They shook hands.
Yeah, they shook hands.
And Constable Baron Corbin comes out.
As he does. Every week.
As he always does. And he's like, yeah, you can't make matches or whatever.
Yeah, he's like, Finn, you're a coward. I signed on for a match against the man, and
That's right.
You no-showed and came out as the demon.
You had to go bring the demon into it. But Kurt Angle comes out and
saves the day.
Basically. And he's like, Baron Corbin, whatever. Here's your match.
Yeah, because Corbin's always like, Kurt, all you get to do is make matches. So Kurt comes out, he's like, you know what? You're right. All I get to do is make matches. So that title match is happening.
I'm terrible at remember what everybody says.
And then he hits him with the Corbin, you're facing Bob.
I wish they would just say that. Just
he needs a
Bob.
T-shirt that just says Bob, period. That's the whole shirt.
Yeah, I would wear it. I absolutely
so
despise Bobby Lashley, but I would buy that shirt.
I like Bob.
I don't like Bob at all. But he obviously defeats Constable Baron Corbin.
I don't know why this match was so long, but this match was not good.
Yeah, it's
like
we talked in our last episode that you just listened to, I'm sure, how squash matches we're not a fan of, but this should have been a squash match.
Lashley should have just killed Corbin, like for real. Just kicked him, like broke his arm, so he couldn't have been on TV for months.
That's right.
What is this, the 5th week in a row that Corbin's kicked off Raw with a match? That's kind of sucked.
Yeah,
it's like, just get rid of him.
I used to like Baron Corbin. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not working. It's not working at all.
I kind of think the Constable thing, I think it's funny at this point. Like, I'm down. Whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's whatever. Probably the start of the lows.
Yeah.
Which isn't saying a good thing, but, hey, this is actually a decent episode of Raw.
Yeah.
But up next we had the Riot Squad defeating Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Ember Moon.
I thought this was a good match.
Well, I thought this was definitely the first segment that was cut because I didn't see it.
Oh, that sucks. Because it was a very good match. I'm glad Ember Moon's getting more TV time because she's the best thing on Raw, women's-wise. And I'm glad the Riot Squad won because I really like them. Ruby Riot's actually
don't quote me on that because I might have just skipped over it.
And Liv Morgan, she's another one that's like 22 and she's just ridiculously good for how old she is.
Yeah, and if you're Corey Graves, you like Liv Morgan. Or is it the other one?
I think it's... What's his face?
Mandy Rose, damn it.
Yeah.
I suck. Anyway, going on to the things that people thought sucked, I liked. Triple H comes down and addresses his match with The Undertaker at WWE Super Showdown.
Super Slam.
Super Slam. But people did not like this, apparently. And I'm not going to say it's like Triple H's greatest promo to date.
Yeah.
It definitely wasn't. He seemed like he was kind of lost where he was going.
Yeah, he said the same thing like 5 times.
He talked about his suit.
And then he kept messing up. He kept saying he's going to put the suit on when he got in the ring. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's what he said it backwards a couple times.
I thought this sucked, and then I found out.
And Triple H is never like this, so like, I don't know what was going on.
I don't know if like him and Vince were having like a fight backstage.
Yeah.
But I found out why, because he wasn't even supposed to be there. Brock Lesnar was supposed to be there, and this was his actual segment.
Well, maybe Triple H just wasn't prepared then.
Yeah, I don't think because I thought this was terrible. I was like, does he have the flu? Why is he sucking? This is not the cerebral assassin.
Yeah.
And then I found out that this was actually Brock Lesnar's airtime. This was like a last minute thing. I was like, okay, all right.
All right, so there's
it's like I'll accept it.
There's bad things with
Lesnar. I was like, I would have rather had this than in 15-minute Mojo Rawley versus Jinder Mahal match or something.
Yeah. But when he starts talking about him being the game, in the middle of this ring, I mean, anytime Triple H is in the ring and talking about or doing a match, I'm down.
Yeah.
Triple H is definitely one of my favorite wrestlers of all time.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely in there. I also liked how he couldn't even talk because the chants for NXT when he got out there was so damn loud.
Yeah. And I don't know if I exactly like that's now become like his current legacy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great, and that's why I love NXT, because I know it's a Triple H grown thing.
Yeah.
But we have to really Paul Heyman him and be like, ECW, and do the NXT
Is it
thing?
weird, though, that Triple H is now a face and Stephanie's still a heel?
Who knows? Who cares? What is a Triple H? He can turn it any
quadruple
minute.
H, Camp WWE.
I only watched the first season of that.
So good.
Yeah. Definitely should watch the rest. So yeah, it was a weird promo, but whatever. I can't wait for that match. I don't care what anybody says.
It's going to be good. Undertaker's back in a big way after getting that hip surgery.
This is literally my childhood. Like I said, this is my 20th year. So, I mean, whatever.
Find me my cane.
That's right. No, what cane? Certainly the mayor.
The mayor of Knox.
But all right, so a match that obviously, well, I don't know if that was any good because, like I said, I didn't see it at the Riot Squad, but we got Dean Ambrose back in the ring, jacked Dean Ambrose.
Hulk Hogan arms having Dean Ambrose.
He defeated Dolph Ziggler,
which
was weird. I thought, why isn't it Drew?
Yeah,
because they were on the outside of the ring.
I feel like they're switching it. Like Dean's gonna go with Dolph, and Drew's gonna feud with Seth now for the title. And
that might be where it goes.
Yeah.
But again, who knows what the end of the Raw here? But we'll get to that in a little bit. But Dean Ambrose, he brought like a whole different moveset.
Yeah.
Like he went in to create a wrestler and he changed it up, man.
Yeah. I feel like that's why he was gone for so long. Like I feel like he was cleared like 2 months ago, and he was just like, no, I'm coming back a new guy.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just looks. It's literally his in-ring.
I'm coming back with 32-inch pythons and a lot more moves. I like how Seth came out in Dean's shirt. That was kind of neat.
That was neat.
I got to get me one of those shirts. It's a cool shirt.
It's all right. Reminds me of Arkham Asylum for some reason. But the finish of the match, which I thought was cool, but at the same time, I had a different I envisioned it. It could have been different. He does like this pop-up thing where like Ziggler come down and then into the DDT. But how great would it have been if he just caught him into the DDT instead of like kicking him and then But
although I almost feel like the kick's part of the move, going to like the stunner. You almost have to kick him in the chest first.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, good match. Good match.
Yeah. Up next,
the weirdest segment of the night.
Well, obviously this was cut because I have no idea.
Yeah.
Elias defeated Kurt Hawkins, apparently.
Yeah, Elias is out playing a song, and then Kurt Hawkins comes out, gets literally crickets for a response. And then, like, Elias just full Comedy Central roasts the guy. And then he turns around to leave, and then he's like, no, you know what, Elias? Be a man. You're going to face me. And then Elias just bulldozes the poor guy.
Wow.
And the match is over in, like,
at least
2
we get
minutes.
an Elias match. I'm glad he got to have a match.
Are we going to find out who broke his guitar at SummerSlam? Was it Jericho from his couch?
Yeah, right. We're not seeing Jericho on WWE for a long time.
Oh, no. We're going to see him on Impact.
Dear God, I hope not.
I'm telling you.
Up next, they must just cut the middle of Raws because it seems to be an ongoing trend. The Authors of Pain, who they can't type out their name apparently on WWE.
Acom and Razor. They probably don't know how to spell it. Acom.
Well, I was just meaning they can't write out Authors of Pain.
Oh.
They just put AOP. They defeated Titus Worldwide.
This was just another throwaway match, but it was after the match that
I forgot about Dana Brooke. I'll just put it that way.
Because Titus got frustrated and like left Apollo and Dana in the back by themselves when they went to do the Titus Worldwide thing. Titus just kind of walked off.
Oh.
Yeah. And like he was kind of flipping out on Dana Brooke, saying like she was brought in to help them and she hasn't helped them do anything. So
well,
I think we're getting a good old Titus heel turn sooner than later.
As long as he doesn't touch Vince we'll be good.
And as long as he puts Apollo over, we'll be good.
The next segment was weird.
Yeah, I missed this one basically, so this is all you.
Yeah, so Stephanie is in the ring with the Raw Women's Championship. It's supposed to be a ceremony of giving her the championship. Right away, this was very reminiscent of, again, roughly 20 years ago. One Vince McMahon was giving...
Who's Vince?
was giving Stone Cold a championship ceremony and talking about how, Stone Cold had to, we could do this the easy way or the hard way. The easy way, basically, you conform... You wear suits, you conform.
Yeah, join the authority.
Basically. And Stephanie, roughly kind of did something like that with Ronda. And Ronda's like, no, I'm not conforming to your ways. Again, I'm not good with reiterating what they say in the ring because I don't remember. But
it was basically just...
It was basically...
Go back, watch the Stone Cold and Vince thing. Just copy the script.
Basically. That's what I'm trying to get across. They're trying to set this up as Stone Cold Ronda Rousey versus the evil Stephanie McMahon.
Yep.
Or this evil Vince McMahon.
This is the same feud, just with a lot less charisma.
Pretty much. When Ronda Rousey starts bringing beer trucks and monster trucks and any other
if she starts pouring cement into Steph's Lamborghini, then I'll get excited.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'll be excited or start to cry. But again, Ronda Rousey, I hope that she, gets better.
Yeah, I watched the segment until Ronda started talking, and then I just left and went and did some laundry.
Yeah. Ronda needs to improve tremendously
big time.
On the mic.
I know she's a big star, so I see why they didn't, but she should have been put through NXT first.
Yeah.
She really should have.
I mean, and the weird thing that contradicts that in my head is, like you said, she's too big of a star to go there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know how else to do this.
Like,
so I'm not trying to say
if,
that I know.
If Adam Cole has to go through NXT, Ronda Rousey should have to go through like 5 NXTs.
Yeah.
She should have to go through the old game show NXT and then the new NXT.
Gotta
have extra practice.
All right, so if Ronda Rousey was on the old school NXT, who would be her pro?
I don't know who was around at the time. Did it have?
Well, I mean, just if it was today.
Oh, like someone from today?
Yeah.
Like it had to be a woman for a woman, right? Back then, right? Or could the women have males?
I think so. Yes.
Oh boy. Nia Jax, maybe.
That makes sense. It'd probably end up being Natalya.
Yeah, I was going to say obviously Natalya. Why not her?
But if we were going for a Daniel Bryan Miz kind of thing, maybe who would be opposite?
I mean, if we could go back,
Alexa Bliss probably.
If we could go back in the day and make it like great Beth Phoenix.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But yeah,
she better come back and wrestle. Damn it!
Oh, she will at Evolution. She's gonna be there for sure.
Evolution.
You can catch it on the network for only $9.99 a month. First month's free.
First two if you're a Jericho listener. So yeah, terrible Ronda segment.
Yeah. Like her last few have been like that. I don't know what's up with her lately. But she needs to get it together.
Dude, I loved her first match. I thought it was great.
Too. That match at WrestleMania was the best match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, it really was.
She dropped the ball. SummerSlam dropped the ball tonight.
I mean, I just hope we're building towards, the 4 horsewomen versus 4 horsewomen.
I mean, first we're building towards Ronda versus Nikki Bella in the main event of Evolution.
Now, I purposefully didn't talk about that because, damn it, I don't want to. But no, let's not.
Can't wait for our Evolution review. It'll be off the chain.
Oh God. Yeah, moving on because I just don't want to talk about that. I just want to go curl up in a ball in the corner and just no.
I'll watch Evolution until that match. And I'll just shut it off.
I wonder if they can see the algorithm of the, how many get.
And I like Nikki Bella, but I don't want to see that.
No, I don't either.
If they're gonna bring someone back, make it Beth Phoenix.
I like the Bellas, and we'll get into that a little bit more here on the Smackdown portion, but.
Now
continuing on with Raw.
We got that B Team's half hour.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I just ran roughshod like a quick match. Like a Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens through Raw because I don't remember half this crap. Anyway, we got Scott Dawson defeating Raw Tag Team Champion Bo Dallas.
In like 5 seconds.
Oh, and I see, I literally didn't remember this part. And then we got Dash Wilder defeating Curtis Axel. And they can defeat them singles.
And it was so weird because after Scott beat Bo, like Curtis Axel started talking trash on the Revival. It's like, they just beat you. It's like you don't get to talk trash. They get to talk trash.
Yeah.
So the other one jumped in and beat up Curtis Axel.
Well, yeah, so this is weird that they can beat them in one-on-ones, but they can't beat them in a tag match.
Yeah, the B team's still undefeated in tag team competition.
That just doesn't make any sense to me.
So stupid.
So after, I don't even know if we finished the Ronda thing technically, but it ended with Stephanie being put in the armbar, and which leads to this segment, which is really weird. You can tell the cool story of the real reason, but Raw Commissioner Stephanie McMahon named Baron Corbin the acting Raw General Manager, I guess from this point on
till
through
2 weeks from
next
now.
Week until Kurt Angle returns, I guess.
Yeah.
But
the real reason is the WWE are going to Canada next week, and I read that Kurt Angle is actually not allowed in Canada because he got in trouble there when he was younger.
And
so he legally can't go.
That reminds me of, there was somebody that couldn't go to Canada in TNA. It might have been Bruce Pritchard or somebody.
Yeah.
Or the other one, Jim Cornette. I think it was Jim Cornette. He's not allowed in Canada or something for some reason. And so they did like a crazy amount of tapings back a couple years ago before they went up there. But
so yeah,
that's a pretty funny reason.
Peek behind the curtain, folks.
Yeah, I don't know what Kurt Angle did, but I mean, he's an American hero, so maybe they're just salty about that. I don't know.
He beat us in the Olympics. Banned him from our country.
That's right. So obviously, this was obviously the highlight.
This match was really good.
It was really good. I mean, can't say much more than that. Go watch it. But
Roman versus Finn Balor.
Yeah. I mean, everybody wanted this, and it's great to see Finn Balor in a title match. You know.
Yeah. Finally, he's made. I hope he sticks around in the main event scene too. I hope they're not like next week back to Baron Corbin.
Yeah, and Roman gets the spear. They had some back and forth. Like Finn actually hit the coup de grace.
Yeah.
And but anyway, Roman comes out on top with the spear, and then all you hear is "Braw!" and that hurt really bad. So I'm gonna take a drink. You can go ahead.
Braun comes out. he literally, like, Roman's trying to stand up after winning the match, and Braun literally just comes in and kicks him in the chest, and I, like, laughed so hard.
Oh, yeah, that big boot to the chest, man.
It looked vicious.
I was like, dear God.
Like, Roman, like, lawn chaired. He kicked him so hard.
Yeah.
And then he, came seconds away from cashing in.
He handed the briefcase to the
and, like,
timekeeper.
JoJo announced the match happening, but right before the bell rings, the world's greatest music hits.
Well, I forget the words.
And then the Hounds come out.
Yeah, the Hounds of Justice.
And this time it's like full Shield. They're not all in their own gear. Like, they're in Shield gear.
Yeah, they're in Shield gear.
And
like,
they come out and whoop the shit out of Braun Strowman with the help of Big Dog Roman Reigns.
And the only thing that I keep thinking about this is, like, is this a heel turn?
I don't know.
Is this the Dean Ambrose heel turn?
I almost hope it's like they're like when they like first came in, they weren't heels or face. They just kicked everyone's ass.
Yeah, I guess they weren't really. They were kind of in the gray matter area.
Yeah, like I hope they just whoop everyone. Like next week they can beat the piss out of Bobby Lashley if they want. Like,
yeah, I hope they do.
Yeah, it's like in the week after that they can beat up Elias. It's like,
but I mean, with Roman being the Universal Champion,
and Seth's got the Intercontinental. Now all they got to do is beat the B team, and they'll have all the gold.
Wow.
Could you imagine the B team beating the Shield? I'd be so pissed.
Oh, dude. That'd be so bad.
But am I the only one that, like, I don't know why I didn't think of it, but I had, like, just the thought of the Shield coming back just totally went out of my mind.
Didn't even cross my mind. I'm like, all right, they're going to do this tag team thing.
They're going to do the Dean and Seth thing, and then Roman's going to be on his own.
I thought we were just building towards Dean Ambrose's heel turn.
Yeah, same. Like, I thought, like, the big twist on the end of the show would be, like, Finn beating.
Now, as I'm watching Raw, and this is all going down the whole, what do you call it?
The Shield beatdown?
Braun Strowman comes down and, cashes in. I'm like, oh my God. Like, how did I not hear about this? Like, he's going to win the title.
Yeah.
And then just out of nowhere, I hear the Shield music. I forget the word. Yeah. What's the beginning?
It's like, does it do is it Echo first? It's like Echo, Lima, Delta, or something, and then burn.
Well, there should be something for Shield for the S. That was something. Whatever.
Who knows?
Anyway, tweet that at us too, because I don't freaking know. But didn't expect that at all. And
yeah, now Shield's back.
Like, I saw something about the Shield, and I'm like, oh, people are just speculating on bullcrap. Whatever. Yeah. So, like, it wasn't even a spoiler to me until I got to this point. I'm like, oh, that's why people are talking about the Shield, because the Shield are here.
Yeah, and Corey Graves, like, he's usually the bad guy of the announcers. He was losing his mind. He's like, oh, my
God. That just brings out another thing. Like, is this a heel turn? Because obviously Braun's super over. They want him to cash in no tomorrow. But,
But yeah, I mean, the Shield's right over DX as my favorite faction of all time. So I don't care if they're heel, face.
Yeah, I mean, I've been liking Roman Reigns anyway.
Yeah.
So this just adds another.
I mean, I've bought 2 WWE T-shirts ever: the Shield T-shirt and CM Punk's T-shirt.
Yeah, I bought CM Punk. I had I forget what he even said, but it was a.
Mine was like the dartboard one.
Woo guy.
Zack Ryder.
Yeah, that guy.
Mine was the dartboard CM Punk one with the best in the world when he had his like 434-day run as champion.
Okay, yeah. I had the right when he won the title, the white one with the fist.
Oh yeah, the GTS.
No, it was like a flag kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
I forget what it was called.
So yeah, overall, really good episode of Raw. Hope they can keep it going now that the Hounds of Justice are back in town.
I mean, they just need to run
a
rough.
Baron Corbin should come out and try to like control Raw, and they should just come out next week and like beat this shit out.
Dude, that would be great. Yeah. Then there's no Raw general manager.
Be like, we are the Raw general managers. We make the matches.
What if they took over Raw?
Yeah, it's like NWO taking over.
Or like
and they just like they put like Braun Strowman in like a match against the entire Raw roster.
Oh man.
Braun versus Bob.
Braun versus the whole Shield.
Oh boy.
That'd be cool.
I can actually see that happening.
Yeah, no, that might actually happen. That might actually happen.
So, good episode of Raw.
Not bad. Definitely, it was mostly at the end there. As
I got so hyped at the end. I was like, yeah!
Yeah. I was watching it on my Switch. First time I ever watched Hulu in handheld on my Switch. Man, does it look good.
Oh, yeah. Looks great.
So, yeah. Pretty decent episode. I literally, before we sat down and recorded all of this, like we said, I watched SmackDown, and by watched, I mean I fast-forwarded a lot of crap. But I got the gist of it, watched the parts that I actually really want to watch, and one of the biggest things I thought from this episode was the opening. We got the Miz and Maurice coming down, and like, I don't know if you caught it, but Maurice, like, she looked like she was, I don't know, physically upset.
Yeah.
Which I later realized it was part of the thing that they were doing.
Yeah.
But I was like, boy, she looks like she's having a terrible day. Like,
did someone kidnap Monroe Sky?
Did somebody actually take Monroe Sky? Like, but as they get down to the ring, Miz starts talking. You can see his eyes are swelling up, like he's just gonna cry. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is where we're going. And he starts talking about retiring.
Yeah, I like how he's like, I'm retiring from fighting Daniel Bryan. I
was like, okay, now I get it.
It's like okay. I was like, wait, what? When he was like, I was like, what?
And Daniel Bryan interrupts eventually, and he just comes out. He's got a mic. All he said is coward.
I like Maurice when she was like, you might as well just change your name to Daniel Bella. It's like,
and I'm like, ooh. And do you see the Miz's face? Like, he just had this look on his face like, ooh, you got served. And then, I forget what Daniel says, but then we get Brie mode playing.
Yeah.
And Brie Bella comes running down.
She came hauling down there.
I'm like, is she going to stop? Like, what's she doing?
She didn't even say, like, come on. She was going in.
Yeah. And, like, the Miz gets Maurice out of there, and I'm like, where's this going? And she just starts beating the hell out of the Miz.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, let's go. Brie mode's back. Let's get it.
And she looked good too. Usually, like when someone comes back, they're a little sloppy, but she looked good.
Just like it says right here, she dropped haymakers and bombshells on the Miz. Like, so basically, Daniel Bryan's like, hey, before I was rudely interrupted, let's announce this match. It's going to be Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella versus The Miz and Maurice.
Yeah, Hell in a Cell.
Maurice is only 4 months post, what do they call it, post-mortem or...
Post-mortem, I think that's death.
That's death. Post, whatever.
Post-birth.
Yeah, there's a word for it. I don't know. They said it on Smackdown. Watch it and find out for yourself.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised they announced that for Hell in a Cell because I actually thought they might do that at Evolution.
Yeah, well, that would... Well... I mean, I don't think we're getting a guy on the show.
You don't know. You could have the King commentating at Evolution.
Oh, dear God. Shut up, King.
Him and JR. Evolution.
I mean...
By God, King.
These women have families. So, yeah, that was a great opening.
I thought it was really good. I didn't expect it.
Totally unexpected, at least the Brie part. I mean, I was kind of surprised that Maurice was back on TV.
I'm glad she is though, because it's been kind of weird the past few weeks watching SmackDown and then watching Miz and Maurice right after and seeing her on there. It's like, wait a minute,
she needs to come back.
And she just gave birth on last night's Miz and Maurice.
Oh, okay,
so it makes sense now. She's good to go.
Yeah. Now we know that there's a real person. We haven't seen her, but
the next thing was something I expected to be terrible and was my favorite part of the night.
Hey, I didn't expect it to be terrible.
Not terrible, but I thought I knew what was going to happen.
Right.
I definitely did not expect
that. Yeah, definitely not. We got Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton
in a match.
It apparently came to no contest. Didn't even catch that. But
Jeff Hardy just went ham.
Quick story about Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton. They had one of the best matches at one of the Royal Rumbles. It was when...
Is that when Jeff jumped off the Titantron?
No, I don't think. I don't remember. I just remember there was a cool spot where like Randy Orton went for the RKO, and then there was like a twist of fate, but he reversed it into the RKO, and it was just a great match. But so yeah, this went to no contest, and Jeff Hardy just goes.
Also, first, Randy Orton did that freaking thing again where he stuck his hand, like whole fucking fist in his gauge.
They zoomed up on this chick.
Yeah, that lady in the audience. She was like,
"Oh God," and it was great. But
it's fantastic.
I love that part's so over. Like, it's over to where you're like cringing, and it's kind of gross. Like for Randy Orton to put like the way he put his finger in the ear hole.
Yeah.
I was like, oh God.
By God.
That man's got an ear hole.
Yeah, and then Jeff did the thing Randy's been doing where he like drops him and spreads his legs and then just stomps his crotch.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then
was
he
it
goes,
just a DQ then?
Yeah, and then Jeff Hardy just goes to town and messes Randy Orton.
Yeah, it just says no contest, but
yeah.
I think Randy Orton might have actually won.
Yeah, I think Randy wins by disqualification.
Yeah.
And then he like throws Randy out of the ring, like does a suicide dive onto him, and then just starts beating the crap out of him.
Chair shots and chair shots and more
through the
shots.
fans, chair shots through the fans.
But yeah, and like you said, they're going up. They fight up through the fans, and they go to that. I guess it's like their electrical stuff.
Yeah, I think it's like where they do the sound and stuff.
Yeah, like they run the sound, they run the video and audio, and Jeff puts Randy Orton on this table, beats him down a little bit, and then does a swanton from a stack of like stuff.
Yeah, stack of like really thick totes.
Yeah, they're probably carrying cases for all the
whatever
stuff.
Gargano hit his knee off of it takeover is what Jeff Hardy jumps up.
Okay, yeah, right. That is. Yeah. So, pretty cool swanton.
Yeah.
It leads to us believing that Jeff Hardy is not really hurting the way that it's being reported.
Yeah.
Or if he is, then what is he doing?
If he is, he just doesn't care.
He don't care. But yeah, it was a great beatdown. This is gonna.
I've said the whole time this feud could be great if they just put Shinsuke somewhere else.
Yeah, just erase him from this feud at all.
Yeah,
like
just get him out of there.
The U.S. title does not matter anymore to these guys
or anyone.
Well, I agree. Which apparently we're not going to talk about Shinsuke the rest of the night.
He wasn't really on tonight at all.
There was a promo later, but I skipped it. It's not on the list here, but.
We did get some Iconics action.
We did, and I would say that, maybe this is the start of them kind of getting a push.
I hope so.
I thought it was a decent match. I mean, obviously it's not a great clinic or anything, but it's, there's some cool spots where Peyton Royce, like, I forget what you call it, where you pull them down and you like choke them on the rope and then whatever. She did that like reversed on the outside and then did like a what do you call it, a wheel kick? Yeah. Or a spinning heel kick.
I'm glad she won because like
they look really good. Anyway,
because like they've been kind of wasted since they got brought up, and the Iconics are really good. So I'm glad they got pushed.
Yeah, Peyton Royce
got over.
Looked really good in the ring. Naomi, where the hell has she been?
Yeah, really.
I was thinking that last week, actually.
And like their promos before they get in the ring are always ridiculous, but I always find them funny. Like they're so stupid, but they're funny to watch.
Well, they're stupid because of their heels.
Yeah.
I mean, excuse me, that's the gimmick. Like,
I like how they set it up where they were gonna roast Naomi, and then they were like, "No, it's Brooklyn."
Yeah. Yeah. I forget what else she said, but yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, it's like, what's overrated, has a bunch of lights everywhere, and is really annoying, or something like that.
Peyton's like, Brooklyn! and, God dang it, what's the other one's name?
Billy Kay.
Billy Kay. She was like, no, but yeah. Yeah, so decent match. I hope it continues to where they get to show off some of their in-ring ability because they do have it.
Yeah, maybe they can win the Smackdown Women's Championship or Tag Team Women's Championships at Evolution.
I hope those are coming.
They are. They're for sure.
I hope so. Up next, we stick with the women's stuff. We get Becky Lynch in the ring, and she cuts a very heel promo.
Yeah, very good promo too.
It looks like Becky Lynch can be a heel.
Yeah, does the standard talking trash on the fans to get over. Yeah,
and still gets cheered.
Yeah, still gets crazy amounts of cheers.
So Charlotte Flair comes down and basically just gets in a brawl. They brawl around.
The women's roster comes out.
That's right.
It's one of those. And they just kept going, and Becky's getting the like super loud chants for her.
Yeah, I mean Becky's getting way more cheers.
Becky's starting to get like Daniel Bryan cheers.
Yes,
like, out of hand.
It's kind of.
They're gonna have to give her the strap. There's no way they can't.
Ugh. Yeah, eventually. I don't know if it'll happen as soon as Hell in a Cell. No, maybe.
I think it's at Evolution.
Yeah, maybe at WWE Evolution. I still hate that freaking name.
I do too. Every time I hear that, I think of Randy Orton.
I just think of Evolution itself. Hopefully someday that'll be in the Hall of Fame. The group, not the pay-per-view. So, yeah, they just, I don't know. It just cuts away after they're done brawling.
Great segment.
We get a rematch from the pre-show of SummerSlam. We get Rusev and Lana defeating Andrade, god dang it, Cien Almas, and Zelina Vega. I really have to read his name every time I go say it.
Andrade.
Yeah.
Aiden English came out and helped Rusev get the accolade locked in on Andrade. So yeah, this feud looks like it's gonna keep going.
Apparently, I mean, I love Rusev and Lana.
Yeah, I love Andrade and Zelina too. I love all of them. So
I mean, I became a fan of Lana from Total Divas. Don't ask me why, but I think she's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. But up next we get the AJ Styles interview on the ramp. That's apparently a new thing. I didn't think it was going to stick. They used to do that back in the 80s.
Yeah.
That's how.
Like after King of the Ring, Bret Hart would come out and King would be standing there and be like, how do you feel?
There would be that, and then like on I don't know if it's Saturday night's main event. I remember a lot of clips
Saturday
of
Night Heat.
I remember a lot of clips of like Mean Gene Okerlund interviewing like Randy Savage. Ooh yeah.
Ooh, snap into a
I can't do that because my voice is shot from however long we've been doing this. But so we got AJ Styles is on the ramp doing this interview and side ramp, and Samoa Joe just comes out and savagely, as they said here, attacks AJ Styles, puts him in the rear naked choke, whatever they call it for him.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's escaping me right now.
God, we're so bad at these names. Or at least I am. It'll come
Coquina Clutch. There we go.
Yeah, Coquina Clutch, and puts AJ Styles to sleep. He gets on the mic again, and he says to Wendy, because Wendy's now as big of
Wendy Styles.
Wendy Styles.
AJ's wife.
Yeah, AJ was talking about putting the kids to bed tonight, but that ain't gonna happen because AJ Styles already went to sleep.
Yeah, it's like, Daddy went night-night.
Yeah, Daddy went night-night.
And then the entire time as he's choking AJ out, there's some kid going, Samoa, I love you.
Yeah, and why this kid thinks that Samoa is his first name, don't know. Samoa is a race, I guess.
I think it's funny. His name's Samoa Joe, and Roman Reigns is actually Samoan, and his first name's Joe.
I think Joe's real name is Joe.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. I never really looked at anything about him.
I'm not sure. We're gonna research that off air. But yeah, so Samoa Joe gets the upper hand after he got that beat down on SummerSlam, so it makes sense.
Yep.
This is obviously continuing.
Yep.
If there's one match at Hell in a Cell that's actually in Hell in a Cell,
they have to do the Cell.
Yeah, this match has to be one of the ones in the Cell.
Have to.
I can't think of one on Raw off the top of my head that should be in the Cell.
I mean, if Finn wants to do the Demon King, it makes sense for Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Finn versus Braun. Hell in a Cell.
Nah, I don't think so. But anyway, there'll probably be another Hell in a Cell. Maybe a women's, maybe Becky and Charlotte. I don't know, but
Randy and Jeff Swanton off the Cell.
Yeah, but that's too many SmackDown. There's got to be a Raw one.
Everyone knows SmackDown's better anyway.
Yeah. So yeah.
Then the main event.
The main event. Now this is very interesting, and I have a theory why the New Day didn't win. Well, obviously they got won by DQ, so they did win. But anyway, we got the New Day defeating the Bludgeon Brothers in a no disqualification match to win the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. I didn't see this coming, to be honest.
I read earlier today that Eric Rowan has to get surgery, so I figured they might be taking the straps off.
All right.
But I didn't. I think Big E's actually injured. That's why he wasn't even out. He wasn't even by ringside for the match.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
he just came down to celebrate.
Yeah, but the match was great. Xavier Woods, man, he's been crazy good lately.
Yeah.
He did the Undertaker tightrope walk across the ropes and jumped like Shane McMahon coast to coast.
He had to do an elbow drop on the table, And that's how they pick up the win. They both cover.
Yeah, they both jump on Luke Harper.
Yeah. So that's cool. I mean,
yeah, New Day's got the tag titles again.
5
time like King Booker.
Big E doesn't need 3; he needs 5.
And now the Bar can come and take the titles from the New Day.
Yeah. Let's hope, because I think
it's time for the Bar to reclaim
the Bar.
The Bar is also a 5-time champion.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Never won a SmackDown title though.
Right. It's all Raws.
Oh, it's time.
Yeah, that great episode of SmackDown.
Oh yeah,
great. Especially for right after a
great wrestling all week long. SummerSlam, Takeover, Raw, SmackDown.
I mean, Raw. The only thing on Raw was really the main event, but
yeah,
nonetheless, great week of wrestling.
We're not talking about NXT this week.
No, we're not, because we're just gonna say it. Like the NXTs after a takeover are literally just pre-shows.
Yeah, they're recaps of Takeover.
Well, that, and they're like pre-taped matches from the event.
Yeah. Like, so I think the way they do it, like, it'll be next week they'll tape like the next month of NXT, so like they don't have anything taped. That's why they're always like, next week you can see new champion so and so.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to NXT talk?
Yeah. Sorry, it's not happening this week.
We'll talk about the one match some other time. Heavy Machinery versus Joe and Steve from Florida can happen next.
Joe and Steve Rogers. Joe Rogers and Steve Rogers. The Rogers. No.
Buddy and Steve Rogers.
We like comic books, if you haven't noticed. So yeah, that was, this week in WWE programming. We got Raw and SmackDown for you, but
all 4 good shows. I thought I'd be burnt out of wrestling, but I'm ready for more.
Since we don't have NXT, I'm just gonna tell you, go watch Photo Shoot with Ric Flair and Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, it's
a really good little thing. They talk about pictures, and they intertwine it with the new WWE 2K19 game coming out.
Okay,
because of the Woo edition.
The Woo edition.
Woo. That was terrible. I can't
Ric Flair.
Woo! But yeah, that's a great watch. That just aired after, what was it? After Raw?
Raw, yeah. They always do this is immediately.
There was something else that debuted after.
Although I hate it when they start it at 11 on the network and Raw went into like 11:06, and it's like, how am I supposed to do this, WWE?
That's funny. Yeah, I don't ever watch that stuff live.
I don't either.
But
no point.
I just thought I'd give that a quick shout out.
Yeah.
I like when stuff comes to network, but.
We need some new 24s, WWE.
I love 24s, 365s.
Yeah. AJ Styles is coming on 365.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right. I'm down with that.
But Vince, I know you're listening. Hit me with some new 24s.
Yeah.
Make one about, I don't know, the Dream, Velveteen Dream.
Make one about Dean Ambrose's comeback. That would have been good.
The Shield.
I mean, obviously you can't do it now if you didn't, but...
Who did they just sign? Matt Riddle. Do a 24 special on Matt Riddle.
And, listen to our pleas and bring back what's that one with about the NXT people?
Oh, Breaking Ground.
Ground.
My God, dude,
that was great.
Season. That was the best thing ever.
I would say go back and still watch it. It's still great.
And Legends House. Bring back Legends House.
Yeah, unfortunately, half that cast is gone.
Yeah, I know, but they could do Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Kane.
Oh my God, can you imagine an Attitude Era?
Dude, it'd be the best thing you've ever watched. Get Bret Hart in there, Stone Cold.
Get Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold. I'd say Kane, but he's
you could throw Sting and Goldberg in there.
Oh God, cross-branded.
That'd
be crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're just speculating.
What's his face? Time. Eric Bischoff in there to spice things up.
Oh God. And then I proceeded to fire him over the phone. Anyway, I watched way too much Monday Night Raw stuff, Monday Night War stuff. But anyway. Thank you for listening. I don't know why we just spewed a bunch of bullcrap for about 2 minutes, but
why not? It's what the people like to hear.
That's right. Keeping it raw, you could say.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for listening. You can always tweet at me at MikeBundy316. I don't know, tag me in a picture of something wrestling on Instagram at MikeBundy316, and Shane will tell you where you can tweet and. Whatever else with.
You can Instagram me things at Shane St. Laurent. You can comment on all my YouTube videos at Shane St. Laurent and tweet me whatever you want. I really don't care on Twitter at Shane St. Laurent 1.
Yeah, follow his YouTube channel. It's a good time. Movie reviews, whatever.
TV reviews.
The hell else do you do?
Random stuff.
Yeah. I'd like to get into movie reviews, but that's neither here nor there. Again, thank you for listening, and we'll see you down the road.